Morning. We're here in the shop. Got a 1979 Ford F-150. This truck's got a 302, 3-speed on the column. I picked this up for a family member in Tennessee, and when I went to look at it, we realized that carburetor's leaking gas pretty bad, so I didn't get to drive it home. Had to tow it home yesterday, or Friday. Today, we're gonna swap out the carburetor. I found a couple of vacuum leaks. I'm gonna button that up. They put an aftermarket air conditioning in it, so the belt squeaks. It just needs to be tightened. I'll get in here and show you guys all that, then I'm gonna get started getting this carburetor swapped. It's a pretty clean old truck. I don't remember the mileage on it, but we've got the service records going all the way back to the 80s. You can see this belt right here. This is the one it's a little loose. So when you fire it up and turn on the AC, it squeaks. The accelerator pumps right in here on the carburetor, and it's leaking. We just went ahead and bought a new carburetor for it instead of rebuilding it. So I'm gonna get you guys right about maybe in here. I don't know. Not good at this stuff, so we'll see. Filter's not bad. It's gonna need to be replaced soon. See if I can. Get off there. Try to get this thing out of my way here. This one hose, I'll have to figure out where that thing goes. One thing I noticed, they put the world's longest stud in this carburetor. All of this, it's still got the original air pump, but nothing's really in my way. We've got the coil here. Got a couple of bolts, just a ton of vacuum lines. This one, there's one right over here. Let's see if I can get you guys into it so you can see where it's just hanging out over here. I have to figure out what that was. This one right here goes back here in the manifold somewhere. I'll get that buttoned up. It'll make you all dizzy. shooting this with my phone because I don't have a good camera. Yeah. That one right there. It's a little stretched out. I'll cut that one. We got plenty of room. I'll trim that one up so it fits a little tighter when it comes time. Like we got a little inline fuel filter. It's got a new fuel pump on it. We know it's working good. It was really pumping gas. Got a spring here for the throttle return. Pull that one off. Pulled off there. Fuel line. That's another disaster. There's not even a clamp holding the fuel line on. There's one at the carburetor, but there's not one at the fuel filter. I'll show you guys that if I can get her pulled off here. Oh, the clamp's there. They just didn't put it back on. I'll have to show you. I'll show you that once I get the carburetor out of here. So I put this little inline filter. The hose that goes right here is just hanging out. The clamp, it looks like this. It's not where it's supposed to be. Get this thing set out of the way. What do you guys think? 7/16? that little nut in the back, it wasn't even tight. Carburetor's got a sticker on it, says 719, but I think she just sat for a while. And I think it sat and let some bad gas build up in there or something. And probably let that diaphragm in the accelerator pump dry out. So far, so good. Whole stud pulled out of one. I'm gonna have to clean those up. I got a rusty nut. Got lights in here, but maybe not enough. And we just finished this shop, running power to it yesterday. I've got to add a couple more lights. We're gonna do some cleanup. I get this truck out of here. Start arranging, get it swept, get some tools down here. Right now everything's up the house and the garage, so. See if I get you guys over here, maybe. I think we got a couple of things, a couple of lines to disconnect still. Got the, what do we got here? One into the choke. course it is. Come on. I'll move you guys to the other side. Get right there. Gotta get over here and that's fancy. Never seen something like that. And here. Let's see. Another vacuum line back there. One up here. One right there. I'll move this to the back of the truck. I'll bring you guys in just 1 second. Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm doing, but all right, get you a good shot here. Here's the old carburetor, and you see it's got a sticker on it, 1719, but fuel is just pouring out of this gasket. Just a little 2-barrel. Got the new one here. Come with replacement gaskets. Just need to make sure, other than the heat shield, we got the electric choke. Make sure everything matches up. Got our fuel inlet. I'm gonna have to switch that over. Got our front vacuum port that's used. Side vacuum port right there that was used. The back one. That big one back here. Pull the cap off that. That was used. Leaking a little gas. You can see, okay, I can get y'all here. Right here, it's like some old gasket stuck to it. And one of these nuts was really super loose already anyways. Gotta move this stud, transfer the stud, or try to find a shorter one, because that thing sticks out about 2 inches above the air cleaner. There it is. Oh, look at this. Let me show you this. So y'all can see that. The old automatic transmissions, they had the kick down right here. They've got this part right here just zip tied in place. The new carburetor's got it, so it looks like it's probably the same stuff. Metal bushing instead of a nylon bushing, but I have to get a zip tie and zip tie that thing in place so it's not flopping around, because nobody wants to hear that while you're driving. Go back around the front, get that gasket out of there, take a look around. There's a couple hoses I did see. I'm gonna have to trim those. Let's see. Yeah. No, there's no light, but let's get you right here. I don't know if it's just a cheap gasket, if they reused one. That thing's in not the greatest shape. Manifold looks good. Just gonna toss that over there. Well, I said that, and then I'm gonna have to move this coil. I want you guys to see this. The manifold's actually got a riser adapter. Pretty sure it was something runs to the smog pump or something back there, but let's see if I can get this coil loosened up and out of the way. Well, not with a 7/16 you can't. Maybe we'll get in there now. There we go. Let's see if I can get you guys in here close so you can see this gasoline. Just hanging out down there. Also, let's turn you guys up a little bit. Gonna pull that up, figure out how to get her out of there. There's a thin paper gasket under it. It's just completely soaked, so let me get under here and see if I can figure that out. attached to it. Oh yeah. So this thing also has some a very strong gasoline smell in the oil. I want you to see this gasket that I just pulled out of here. I don't know if you can see it. It's just soaked. I'm gonna have to go try to find one. This is it's metal embedded and probably gets pretty warm. I don't think I want to try to just make this out of paper. I don't know. If you guys see this, what's that for? Let me know. Let me get you turned. Sorry. Making y'all dizzy? Make myself dizzy. Might have to get on the internet and see what the heck that is. I'll look at the bottom of this. You can see all the carbon buildup in there. It's got a, let's see, can't read it. It's got a date on there on a sticker, but can't read that either. Now, I'm not stripping any of the air pump or any of this stuff off. It's not my truck. I'm doing this for one of my wife's cousins. They asked me to go look at it. They live in Tennessee. So, where does that even go? Looks like it's got to be an EGR, right? Anyhow, I'm not stripping all this off. It's not my truck. I'm gonna let them do all that. I just want to get this carburetor changed out so it'll run better, stop dumping gas down in the oil. We'll also take a look at the cap and rotor. I've already been in there. I know the rotor is rusty and the cap's got some corrosion in it. I'm gonna get in there and take a look, see if I can clean it up. Just a little bit. It runs really good. It's got a little miss. I believe it's vacuum related, and then too much fuel. It's running rich. You can smell it. It'll stink up the whole shop when it's running. But let me get you aimed back down here. I'm probably gonna have to go put you guys on pause, figure out what that gasket is, and if I can get another one. I'll be back.